Welcome to Roadmap to 1 Million. My name is Stacey Zeal, and if you're looking to make more money, gain your time back, and rapidly grow your visibility so that you can impact way more people with your brilliance, you're in the right place. This podcast is your one-stop shop for turning your online business dreams into a reality. My main goal is to give women entrepreneurs just like you the marketing strategies, guidance, and expert insights you need to hit that $1 million milestone and beyond. Whether you're a coach, a consultant, or an online brand that wants to make a big impact, Roadmap to 1 Million gives you the actionable strategies and inspiration you need so that you can implement right away, no fluff, no fuss. So CEO, are you ready to buckle up and accelerate your growth? Be sure to follow the show and let's dive in. Get ready to uncover your roadmap to 1 million. Hey there, fellow entrepreneurs. Are you doing all the things but hit a revenue ceiling? You're building an audience, you're creating content and making sales, but you feel like something is holding you back from your next milestone. If that sounds like you, it's time to take our What's Your Missing Marketing Link quiz, your go-to tool to identify what's missing from your marketing strategy that might be holding back your business growth. Whether it's fixing your funnel or diversifying your efforts, this quiz will pinpoint those marketing missteps and guide you to success. Take the quiz today and uncover the missing link in your path to 7 figures and beyond. So head over to staceyzeal.co/quiz because success begins with identifying and fixing those mistakes. So don't miss out. Your business deserves to have the impact you desire. Visit staceyzeal.co/quiz. That's STACYZEAL.co/quiz to get a detailed report and the resources you need to help you grow. All right, let's jump back into the episode. Hello. If you are someone who is looking to dominate Q4, you're thinking about what your plans are going to be, this is going to be a session for you because I want to make sure that you understand this is a fundamental piece of marketing that is something that will carry you through the rest of the year, but most definitely Q4. This is something that not a lot of people are talking about. So I'm super excited to talk about it today. So make sure you are pulling out your pencils, your notes, whatever it is that you're going to be taking notes on, because this is going to be a very impactful episode, a kind of impactful stream to give you the information that you need to really take your marketing and fine tune it to where your buyers are at in this stage that we're coming up in as we're getting close to Q4. So if you are new to my world, if you are just tuning in, hello, my name is Stacey. I am a fractional CMO, and I help my clients by leading their marketing teams, leading their marketing campaigns and efforts and things like that to help them to take their launches and their business to the next level. So we come in as their expert marketing guide. We come in as their strategic planner. We lead their teams. We run their Facebook ads. And so we really take all of that knowledge and distill it down into our signature frameworks. And I love to go live to talk about some of the things that we are talking about with our clients and some of the things that are really helping our clients to get the success that they are looking for and to reach their goals. And so we actually do have space for 2 more clients starting in October. So if you are looking to have a guide with you and marketing expert guiding you and your team in your marketing efforts for Q4, you'll definitely want to make sure you send me a DM ASAP. Then send it to me now, because we are taking on clients to work with us from October all the way through the end of the year to really be able to help them to blow out their launches, to grow, to improve, to increase their leads, grow their visibility, all that kind of good stuff. So definitely send me a DM if you are looking to have someone to be your expert guide to finish the year really strong and hit your numbers. We actually have 2 spots open that are starting in October. And I have 2 open proposals out right now, y'all. So definitely make sure that if you are looking to work with us in October, or you hop on my calendar right now, or send me a DM now so we can talk about it. All right, so let's talk about, what are we talking about today? So today we are talking about how and why understanding your buyer's journey is the key to your success in Q4. And so what is the buyer's journey? Really, let's set the foundation and kind of talk about what do I mean by when I say your buyer's journey. So all buyers go through a journey before they are going to buy from you. I like to look at it as people have to go from I have no idea who you are to please take my money. There is a path, there is a series of steps that people go through before they become ready to buy from you. And when you understand that and you understand the different stages that people are at, particularly as we move into Q4, as people are going to be at a different buying stage than they have been through the whole year, right? When you understand where people are at, you can adapt your marketing. You can create different ads to really kind of help them to move through these stages, right? To get them from, awareness, which is what I'm going to tell you about each different stage, but taking people from awareness and, knowing that they have a problem to actually purchasing from you specifically, right? So what does that look like? One, the first stage of the buyer journey is awareness. So people have to be aware that they have a problem, right? Before they can buy anything from you, right? Like they're not going to come to you and just give you money just because. They have to be aware that they have a problem. So, and when they're in this stage, when they are in awareness, they understand that they have a problem. They may not understand what is causing the problem, right? Let's be very clear. They may not understand what's causing the problem, but they understand that they have a problem, right? And I'm going to give you an example later to walk you through all of these buying stages to help this to sit in. So make sure you stay to the end. So people are aware that they have a problem. They're looking for information about the problem itself, right? So that's what their mindset is in awareness stage. People are looking to learn more about the problem that they actually have, rather than looking for the solution that's going to solve the problem. And it's really important for you to understand that, because people in that awareness stage, they may sit there for a very long time. Right? People, just because you are aware you have a problem does not mean you're ready to act on or move on that problem, right? People will research things to death until they are ready to actually say, you know what? Now I'm actually ready to solve this problem, which takes them into the consideration phase. So when people are ready to solve their problem, or they're active, before they are actually going to solve the problem, what has to happen? They have to understand how they're going to solve the problem. Right? Like, so how am I going to get that? Now that I'm ready to commit to a solution, I need to understand what's out there. Right. And so that's what they're weighing, a membership versus a course versus done for you versus hiring a consultant versus hiring someone in house. Right. Like they're weighing all of these different options when they're in consideration base, because they're understanding like, hey, I have a problem. I'm ready to solve this problem, but I don't know how to solve it yet. So I need to figure out what is the best way for me to solve this problem. Right. Then now that they've decided, like, okay, I'm weighing my options. I see that there are courses out there, there are memberships out there, there are, blogs out there, right? Like there are different service providers out there that can solve my problem. Now I'm in the phase of like, okay, now how am I going to actually solve my problem? So they're ready to make that decision. They're ready to decide on what way they're going to go to make that decision, right? Like maybe they've decided, okay, a course is not for me, but a membership is, right? So if a membership is for me, now I'm looking at all the different types of memberships out there, all the different people that I follow. I'm asking for recommendations. I'm talking to different people about what's going on, right? And what I'm looking for, right? That's when people are in the intent phase. They are weighing their options, and they're doing their research, right? Or they've done their research, right? They've done a certain amount of research to get to the point now where they're maybe decided between one or two options, right? Next phase, and the last phase that we're going to talk about here, is the purchase phase, because there are other phases that, as people purchase, we're going to stop here at purchase. But purchases, right? Like they have pulled out their card and they've made that purchase, right? They bought the course, they've enrolled in the membership, those kinds of things, right? So let me give you an example of what that looks like, in going through the buyers, people going through, this looking for the solution to their problem. Okay, so I had an example written down here that I'm going to, a hypothetical example, but now that I've been actually talking about this, I just thought about a real life example that I can share with you that for me. So, when I have insomnia, and I've had insomnia for a very, very long time. Years and years ago, right? Like I fell asleep driving, and that was kind of like my point of like, okay, like I need to make a decision. So where was I at? I was aware that I had a sleeping problem, right? I knew I had insomnia. I just thought that, it was just runs in my family. This is something I just had to deal with for the rest of my life. Right. So I was aware. So I was in that awareness phase that I had a problem with sleeping, but I wasn't ready to actually do anything about it until I fell asleep driving. Right. So I'm like, oh, I fell asleep driving. Now I need to start to figure out what's going on here. Like, what are my different options? And so now I'm like, okay, what are the different options that I have in order to solve this sleep problem? I'm looking at blogs, I'm looking at doing research, I'm looking at all these different things that I can try to figure out up to how I can solve this sleep problem, right? What I decided was to go to a doctor and to get sleeping pills, right? Because I tried all the other stuff. I tried the chamomile, tried the melatonin, all that stuff, nothing works. So I'm like, all right, let me go to a doctor. So was in the, before I decided on who the doctor was, I went to, GoodRx and was looking up doctors and stuff like that and just found like, okay, this is the guy I'm gonna go with. Cool. So I go, I'm in that intent phase when I'm trying to figure out who the doctor is. But then I actually go ahead and actually, talk to the doctor, right? And get the sleeping pills, which it was supposed to be solution, but it wasn't the solution, which led me to cannabis. And I'm not going to go deep into that story because that's just a story for another day. But what the important thing to illustrate here is that there was no way that a dispensary or someone who was selling, or a dispensary or anything like that was going to get me to invest in their product until I was aware that I had a problem, until I was moving to that place where I was considering acting on it. And until I got to that place where, okay, I did actually, intend to do something about this. I actually did make a purchase and it didn't work out for me. So now I'm going back to the drawing board of like, okay, now let me reconsider my options. And then I go and I find another option and I find the option that works for me. So then I stick with that. So let's say that you have a membership, right? And you have a membership that's launching in Q4, or you're doing some kind of launch in Q4. And it's for, helping people with their money mindset challenges, right? Like say you are a money coach or a wealth coach or something like that, and you're trying to help people with their problems, with their money mindset problems. Someone has to be aware that they have a problem with their money before they're going to buy from you, right? So they have to understand that, likely they're not making enough money, right? They don't have enough money or they're spending it too fast, right? They know that, right? They understand that they have a problem with, either not having enough money or keeping their money that they do have, right? So they have to be aware before they're enrolling your program. But not only do they have to be aware, they have to be considering they have to be at that place where they're looking to do something about it, right? Looking to have some people do something about it. So what does that mean? That means that someone is actually looking for a solution, right? People are actually looking for a way to solve their problem. They may not find the solution yet, but they are looking to figure out what is the category in which I can find a solution. Is it a course? Is it a coach? Is it a consultant, right? Is it hiring a wealth planner? What are my options, right? They are weighing their options. And then once they've decided like, okay, yeah, I am going to hire a coach, right? I will hire a coach. I think a coach is going to work best for me, right? Because I've done some research and I realized coaching on this is something that will work better for me than a course, right? So then they're moving to that intent phase, right? So they're intending to buy. So they're weighing your membership against somebody else's membership. This coach versus that coach. That's where people are at when they're in the intent phase. And then then they go ahead and enroll and they decide, yep, I'm going to enroll in this program. I'm going to stick with this coach and we're going to ride out to the sunset, right? So people go through a journey before they buy from you. A lot of y'all are making content talking to people who are in the intent phase, meaning that they are weighing the options between you and somebody else, or they're weighing the options between, that person and that person. They haven't even considered you yet. They haven't, they don't know you exist, right? They don't know your solution to their problem exists, because all you're doing is telling people that you need to go ahead and do this rebrand, or you're telling people that they, need to just go ahead and, they need to fix their money mindset. But do they understand that they have a problem? Do they understand how that problem is impacting their life? Are they in a place where they are ready to find a solution for it? Are they? And that's what a lot of you are missing out on. And when you think about Black Friday, now to bring it back to Q4, and let's talk about what, I gave you a little bit of background, but let's talk about Q4 and why this is important. Because on Black Friday, people are intent-based. People are in that last buyer stage before they actually go ahead and pull the trigger. They are waiting for that special promotion. They're waiting. They've been looking at this product all year. They've been looking at, following you for a little bit, maybe a month, maybe a couple of weeks, whatever it is, right? They've been following you in this. So they've been considering you, right? They've been looking at you versus other people. But on Black Friday, they are in intent phase. They're like, I'm ready to go ahead and buy something. So if you have not done your job of getting your people to that place where they're in the intent phase, you're going to have a problem on Black Friday. You're not going to hit your sales goals because you don't have enough people in your audience that are ready to buy from you. right? So you have to make sure that your content that you're creating, the organic content that you're creating, is addressing to make sure that people are aware that they have a problem. You're bringing new people new people in that are aware that they have a problem. You're showing them why they should consider your option or helping them along in that consideration phase. And you're moving them to the point where they are intending to buy. And then when you are launching your Black Friday promotion, they're ready to buy from you. So what I want you to do now is the time to focus on creating that content that moves people from awareness to consideration. Right? You want to make sure that you're creating content that helps people understand that they have that talks to people who are aware that they have a problem and validates that they have that problem, and also helps them to understand what their options are. Some people's options are doing nothing. That's an option. And a lot of people are sitting in that phase doing nothing. Right? But until they, see that piece of content from you, or they see that trigger, or they have that, realization of, oh, damn, this problem is staring me in the face, and either I can look at it or I can't look past it. People are not going to be ready to buy from you unless they are aware they have a problem and they are actively seeking a solution. So make sure that when you are running ads this Q4, you are talking to people who are already looking for a solution. Why? Because we are hop, skipping, and jump away from Black Friday. And you need to focus on using this time now, this September and October, to grow your audience and get them to a point where they are ready to buy from you. So that way on Black Friday, when they need that final nudge, you'll get those sales rolling in. Okay. So organic content, organic marketing right now, focus on moving people from problem aware to solution aware. Focus on getting people aware that your solution exists. Right. And then when you want to start to run your ads, use your ads to move people from solution aware to consideration. From that place where you've gotten them to, where they are aware they have a problem, that they are in the consideration phase. Your ads should focus on moving people from intent to purchase. Focus on moving people from just thinking about, your solution to presenting them with testimonials and, different reviews and case studies and different things that will help them to understand why you need to take things, why you are the right solution for them, or why you're the right person for them. So here's what I want you to do now. I want you to, make sure that you definitely understand where your audience is at right now. You have a lot of people in your audience, whether that's reaching out to them and talking to them and seeing like, what are you, what's going on in your world right now? What are you thinking about for the rest of the year? What are your goals for the rest of the year? All that stuff is important. Sending out those surveys, asking those questions to figure out where people are at. Right? That's what you want to do now. You want to also be doing now, you want to be growing your audience. You want to be making sure that you're getting new people into your world. You're warming them up by going live, doing your master classes, giving them your lead magnets, putting them on your email list. You're warming people up right now. That's what you're focused on. So that way, when we come Black Friday, when we get there, people are in intent. People are ready to buy from you. And that flash sale that you have on your digital product is what is the trigger point to say, okay, yeah, let me go ahead and get it now. Right? It's not necessarily about the discount. I want you to be very clear. It's not about the discount that you offer on Black Friday. It's not about the promotion that you offer on Friday. It's about whether your audience is ready to buy from you come Black Friday. Because come Black Friday, all of us are in intent, right? All of us are ready to buy something. You want to make sure that right now you use this time to make it so that your people are ready to buy from you on Black Friday, so that people add you to their Black Friday list, right? That's what you want to focus on doing right now. So if you are thinking about Q4, if you have a launch coming up in Q4, you want to have a big splash, you want to end the year, profitably and end the year, in the black, or have a really big, close to the year, definitely reach out to me. Let's talk, because we are taking only 2 more clients on for October. This honestly might end up being the final amount of clients we can take on until I can hire somebody, which is I'm actively doing now. But I'm telling you, our roster is filling up quickly. Do not wait until October 1st to ask me if we can work together, in October for Q4, right? We are booking out at least 3-4 weeks in advance. So you're ready to start to work, if you really want to, dominate Q4, you want us to help, you need somebody to help lead your marketing, lead your team, lead you to the finish line of the end of the year, definitely make sure you reach out to me. We have also added ads management to our services, to our CMO packages. So if you are a CMO client of ours, we will run your ads. We will run your Facebook and Instagram ads specifically for you. Okay. So if you want to make sure that your ads are you starting at the right time in Q4, you have the right strategy at the right times in Q4, definitely want to reach out to me so we can talk about it. So head over to stacyzeal.co/call to reach out to me or send me a DM. Y'all know I'm all over these internet streets, whether that's Instagram, Facebook. Come find me. Let's talk about it. Because again, we book out pretty quickly. I have 2 open proposals now and I have 2 spots left. I know my close rate. So I'm going to tell you, we're going to have 1 spot left for October. All right. So I will talk to y'all on the next live. Make sure that y'all follow the show. Make sure that you are following me. Share this with somebody. This is the information that people are not really talking about. People do not understand the process in which people go through in order to buy something. And the better you understand it, the better you can use your content to help move people through it a lot faster. Right? Because you know where people are at and you can give them the information that they need to take that next step to the buying in the journey so that they can get to that point where they're purchasing from you. All right, y'all. Hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you found this helpful. Let me know if you're watching the replay. I'll drop links, all that kind of stuff below. Otherwise, I will talk to y'all on the next live. OMG, that episode was packed with gems. Are you ready for more? Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast to get the show notes and to sign up to get our top 5 podcast episodes to help you streamline your marketing so you can make this your $1 million year. Head over to stacyzeal.co/podcast.